Hello, welcome back to the channel. There is no one in the house, so let's have a look at this. Now, I bought a couple of extra things this month. This is the Hero Arts Classic is going to be changing the Classic kit. So there's a few other bits and pieces. Now, some of this, as I said, some of this I did buy. There's an accessories bundle, which is that, I do believe. There's a couple other things that I threw in my circle, because in my cart we should say, because they were running a special for people who subscribed. So this is the, let's talk about this one. As I said, this is this month's May birthday. This is their 50th birthday. So this one is a little bit extra special. So we have the Couture ink, which I do have one of those, so that might be fun. I do like their Couture ink. It is hard to see on the camera, but I do actually really like it. There is the Water Flow brush. This is the flat one. So let's get this out. Not great. I will completely say that I am not great with, it's very nice. Not great with water brushes, but I will give that a try and we shall see. I'm always open to trying things. This, let's move that out of the way so you don't get confused. Ocean Blue limited edition tone on tone metallic spray. So we've got to add a little bit of warm water, shake well from side to side, not up and down. And so, because this will get clogged up, and a lot of sprays are the same thing. They'll get clogged up if you shake them up and down. But there's a lot of mica spray in that. So that would be really pretty to have a look at. So I will, not for resale. We'll have a look at this. I'm going to have a think. I promise I will not take as long to think about it as previously, because I've been really bad at it. But, and then we'll come back and we'll swatch that and we'll have a look at that sort of thing. This, oh, there's a little present there. So, water palette. What is this? I don't know what this is. Where's the card? Classic kit. The stamps, coordinating dies, watercolor paper. So this is a bunch of their Luxe white watercolor. Feels quite nice. A little bit of texture in there, so that's always lovely. We've got the Couture ink pad. Let's bring this down so we're actually ink thing. The water brush, the color palette, color swatch card. So I'm assuming it's a little bit. So I'm assuming that there is, let me get a bit of water. I don't know. Water out of my drink bottle. Let's go for this bright one. Is that going to pick it up? Yes. Okay. Okay. So these are like the old peelers, you know what I mean? If anyone knows about that, they were little, they were basically like this. The colours were embedded and you picked it up like a water palette. So that's intriguing. So there's that. And then I want to put that flat. So this is the stamp set. Let's put it on this. So we've got a birthday cake, the little plate that it goes on, slice of cake, candles, wishing you the best, yay, congratulations, happy birthday, let's celebrate. So that's very cool. And then we've got the coordinating dies here for the cake and pretty much everything. Everything's all there. Then we've got So in here, ooh, we have, I'm reading the bits that goes with this. If I can get this open. Coordinating die that goes with that for hooray, birthday, wish. That's pretty much that for that. And then we've got another yay, and this has got little swirly, let's get a white piece of paper. Is that easy to see? Little swirly, like confetti sort of type of thing. It's your wishes, happy Make-A-Wish birthday. Very cool. So there's that. So that's the classic. Let's get that out of the way. These are the extra things that I bought. Let's go through this one first. This I thought was very, very cool. This is the Bubble Celebration bold print. The words are up there, but it's up in the packet upside down, I think. Nice and big. I just thought it was really fun. Rather a bit interesting. Then this one is the square sparkle weave stencil. I saw a lot of fun things. Since buying this, I saw a lot of fun things on their webpage. And then this one is a cover plate. So you've got sort of the oozes coming down. I've seen this, but I don't have any pictures of what I've seen, but I have seen this on many different people because it's, I think it's brand new, but you know. So it cuts out little confetti type of things and some other ones with the gap in the middle, which I thought was really fun. The next thing I had, this was the bundles. Now I haven't opened any of this, which is why I didn't know what that was. The swatch little doobie thing. I received the packet when I was ill. We've had a lot of illness running through the house. Which, you know, it happens. It's all good. Doesn't matter. So in this, Prisma glitter, which is very, very pretty. We've got some clay little confetti type of circles. Bit of twine. There's nothing in here that I can see says what's what. So we're just winging it. Some blue twine. White, cream and blue. We've got some Hero Hues pigment ink. We have no idea. 3 colours. So a nice yellow, a nice blue. I would have thought they'd be written on there. That's why I haven't figured out what they were, because I thought they might have been written on the back or something like that. But I will leave a thing up in the on the screen here of saying what they are, what colours they all are. But at the moment, I don't know. I have, what colour? Dandelion, 2 dandelions. Why would you get 2? Liquid quarter. Why would you give 2 of the one colour? I would have thought, I can't even get it out. Let's go through the top here. I would have thought you'd get one of one colour and one of the other one, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm certainly grateful for what I've got. I've never played with liquid watercolour, so that would be interesting. I don't know too much about it whatsoever. I'm assuming you give it a bit of a shake, but I will look at some YouTube and I'll figure it out. So what I'll probably do is, with the kit, I'll make a card, and then at a later date, I don't know, we'll see, because I don't know what I'm doing, so we'll see. Some prettiness in this. Some sparkly holographic cardstock. There's, I think there's 1 flicker of glitter. That's pretty good. I'd be extremely happy. You don't want, I don't know about you, but I hate it where they've got, you know, you're rubbing and it's just coated in it. So that is not coming off, not really. We've got some pink. I will find out what shades they are, hopefully, and put it up on the screen, hopefully. Some turquoise, some lime green, some darker, brighter pink, and probably, I'm going to say dandelion sort of colour. So yeah, that's the bundle. So there's a bundle, the classic kit, and the extra little bits and pieces I bought because there was a special going with subscribers. I will have a think, and I will come back in the next little bit and make a card or two. Talk soon. Okay, here we are. I am yet to receive the next Hero Arts kit, so I'm going to say that's a plus. I have sprayed a little bit of, I've put warm water in the mister, I've sprayed it on a little piece of cardstock. I'm pretty sure it was watercolor, but I can't remember. I only did it last week, but I'm getting ready to head out to camp tomorrow morning. We have a long weekend here in Australia and the King's Long Weekend, so looking forward to some fun. This stamp is very solid. I have prepped it with my hands a little bit just to take the rest of the residue from manufacturing. They're a little bit, when you get them, they're very sort of shiny, but if you rub your hand on the back or the stamping part of the stamp, you'll see it sort of dulled out. So we're going to gold emboss that. All of this is going to be gold embossed. You do have to be careful with embossing. See, this is me prepping the stamp. Embossing quite a few images. Take it slowly. I'm working in the center so then I can basically branch out. So I'm going to tilt the heat gun sort of towards the edge of the card. So I've heated all that hip hip hooray up. And now I've got the little confetti type of thing, and I'm going to heat a few of those, or stamp a few of those first before I heat it up. This spray is really pretty. It's really nice. I want to use some for the green that's in the kit, that was in the accessory bundle kit. I would like to try that and see what happened. I think it's just, well, I mean, clearly it's a tone on tone. That's what they call it, tone on tone. So clearly that's what it's meant to do, but I thought that'd be fun. I've got a little piece of grey cardstock. It was almost perfect. It was a scrap piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to trim off a tiny little bit of him. It was a scrap piece of watercolor cardstock. I got this steampunk thing probably from somewhere, and I went, I'm not going to use that. So I'm using the back of it. Waste not, want not. I've pressed it down really firmly with the glue, and we've got the 3 rows of foam tape just to make sure that it's nice and secure, because it was warped, because I've heat embossed it. I've put a heat gun on it like 3 times. This is a little bit of pink fresh champagne. Are they pearl? They're not pearls. We just call them bling. Because, you know, everyone who does not love a little bit of bling. But these are champagne. They are super, super pretty. I'm going to hear those down with a little bit of multi-medium matte. Did you hear that pause? Because I always go multi-matte medium. I don't know which way it is anymore. Maybe I just call it Triple M. But then none of you would really know what's going on. So that is card number 1 on some plain cardstock. Some white cardstock. So this is the colour swatch, I think they called it. And so you can see there I've added a little bit of water on each of them just to see how it was. I was quite surprised on how clean this came off. I mean, obviously you can still see the purple and everything else, but it really got off all the colour. There would have been a slight stain, and that's about it. So we've got the purple. I'm going to use the blue green, and I'm going right up to the yellow.
I really quite liked them. I quite enjoyed playing with that. I am going to put one layer down. I'm then going to dry that all off. Come in with a heat gun to dry that all off. Again, it's going to be warped, but it's all going to be good. It's all going to be good in the hood. And then I'm going to do another layer of it just to make sure my colours are just nice and bright and strong. But I'm really quite liking that. That was really, I'm not much of a watercolour person. I don't mind the aqua colour, the aqua pen. It did, to me, I don't know if this is just me, but you know, it's like, what's it? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. It was the opposite. So, you know, like it really, I'm like, it's not opening. Why can't I get this thing open? Because I was doing it up rather than doing it down. Can you see that purple? See how it's really come off? I mean, obviously if you cleaned it off, I would assume there is still a purplish tinge there, but I was quite impressed. I'm assuming, was there a little bit of glossy cardstock? I can't remember now. It's sort of packed away in my kit. As I said, so there's a bunch of us that are going down. The lady that is, the people that know me, they know exactly what I'm talking about. The lady who organises it, she owns a local shop that I sometimes work at, sometimes I teach at, and she organises these craft retreats and has been organising them for a long time now. I'm not too sure how many years we're up to, but I think we've been doing them. We all know, like, COVID threw a spanner in all those sort of fun things. So ignoring COVID, I'm going to guess like about 15 years. We've definitely done 10 years. So she's retiring. So this may be the last one. Who knows? There may be something in the pipe work. We'll see what happens. So this is a stamp set that came in the kit as well with the cake. I'm just going to use this sweet little single serve with the candle. Again, a little piece of leftover cardstock because I can't throw that in the bin. I can't do it. See, it even has a little handle. No, I'm actually going to use hot hands that I have from when I went to America to hold that all down. This is another part of the colour palette. I will bring it down a little bit closer. There you go. So I'm going to use that little beige. I'm going to keep with the similar colours to what I've used because there is still a little bit more there in some of them. This card is a relatively simple little card. It can be a really nice little birthday for the kiddies. I've got another card that I'm coming up with some of the accessories that I bought. You might see that next week, I think. And I think it's very much a kid card. It's got a little bit of work in it, but the rest of it is pretty, I think it's just a nice, fun little card that any kid would like. So I have put a layer down like I do with most of these things, and then by the time you get down to the bottom, the top is sort of, it may not be dry, but it's dry enough. I've added a little bit more darker at the fatter end of the cake, and I've also just tapped some of the colour just in between, and some of that will sort of blend. As I said, it's not completely dry, but it's not soaking wet too, so there is still texture in that piece of cake. The candle, I'm just using the same sort of colours as what we've used. I am going to use, obviously we've got a little bit of greenery there, and I'm going to branch into my green for that. And I'm also going to use a little bit, I'm going to call it poppy red, because that's, to me, that's what it is. It almost goes a rusty orange like my top, but it's a little bit more red than it appears. So I'm just colouring through that. Yeah, so she's retiring. So we're going to go down and have a little bit of fun, a little laughs. I don't really drink or anything, but it should be a lot of fun. It's just going to be nice catching up with people that we haven't spoken to for quite a while. So that would be really good. It's about half an hour, not even that, maybe 20 minutes from my house. So it's pretty close. And we eat way too much because the kitchen, it's an outdoor school camp, and someone there cooks and everything else, so cooks us way too much food. A little bit of the sentiment out of that same stamp set. I thought about adding it, like cutting it and die cutting it out, but I just kept it on the card. We're keeping it nice and simple this time around. Hear that down flat with a little bit of gold, black cardstock. It's getting late and I'm trying to do this before other people come home. I have clearly raised up with a bit of foam. It is basically sitting right on top of the let, so that's going to ground that. You know, I like to ground my images. I'm going to put another piece of cardstock foam obviously in the back of it because you can see it's warped. It's just a little bit still curved, but that's all right. It's all good in the hood. The last thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of stickles because I can't help myself. And that is going to be pretty much my card for today. I would leave a link down below to my blog so you'll get some other photos of the cards and sort of all the information about this, that and the other, about what I used. But basically it's the Hero Arts My Monthly Classic Kit, which is now changing. So you do have to get in when you can because otherwise they will be sold out really, really quickly. Sometimes they do sell them without a subscription, but you have to be quick. So that is my card. I hope you're well. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.